Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. This is an international headline news. A Ghanaian socialite, big boy and businessman Joseph Kwadwo Badu Boateng, better known as Dada Joe Remix, has been extradited to the United States to face serious federal charges. At the moment, I am going to unpack the case. Yes, the alleged fraud, the scheme, and the broader fight against global romance scam. It's always through romance that they actually catch all these people, all these innocent victims. Anyway, let's dive into the story. Hello everybody, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wamimo, and I'm also known as that mom of 5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for always coming back. You are not taken for granted at all. So guys, let's dive into this social life fraudster from Ghana. Okay, so this scammer called himself Dada Joe Remix, a Ghanaian influencer, a businessman, a nightlife icon. But behind a bling, federal investigators say he was running a global web of deception, targeting the lonely and the elderly with one of the oldest tricks in the digital book: romance scam. I love you, Toritoru. You are the apple in my eyes. Now, he is in the US custody. He has been extradited from Ghana to face charges that could keep him in prison for decades. So, how did Dada Joe rose, or how did he make his money? So, the US indictment lays it out clearly that Dada Joe, along with unnamed co-conspirators, allegedly orchestrated a romance and inheritance scam between the year 2013 to year 2023. And let me break it down how it worked out. Okay, 1, they pose as wealthy suitors on or long lost heirs online. 2, they wooed vulnerable, often elderly victims. Most of them were Americans. Most of them were Americans. Number 3, then came the twist. They told their victims there was a gold or jewelry trapped in customs, and they needed money to help them release the gold that the customer are holding. The victims believed the lies and sent money again and again and again in thousands and hundreds and thousands of dollars. So how did they amount and the arrest happened? This isn't just about money. It's about manipulation, trust betrayed, lives shattered. One elderly woman actually reportedly sent over $400,000 thinking she was helping a man she loved to escape custom issues. The victim often don't report it. They won't because they feel embarrassed, ashamed. But this case has pulled the curtain back on just how coordinated and cruel these scams can actually be. Love can be found anywhere, right? So now Ghana has been put in the spotlight. When the topic of fraud was raised repeatedly, the West perceived it as an issue solely associated with Nigeria. If you guys go on my channel, you see most of the people have been reporting that Nigerians doing fraud in abroad. However, it has now become evident that this is a global phenomenon. This revelation highlights a broader truth. Fraud does not belong to any single nationality. Currently, Ghana finds itself prominently featured in the international arena due to this Dada Joe Remix case. So, what complications does this hold for Ghanaians living abroad, just like what complications it holds for Nigerians living abroad? It signifies that the West will likely intensify scrutiny, particularly towards young men, resulting in increased visa denials for Ghanaians. There will be more rigorous questioning at borders, especially upon discovering one's Ghanaian origin. This same also applies to Nigerian as well, which will now lead to numerous assumptions, whether justified or not. The actions of one individual abroad can adversely affect thousands of innocent Ghanaians who are living, working, and studying overseas. Moreover, we must not overlook the victims of these scams. Yes, elderly victims, most of them. Ghana has become a rising hub for cybercrime investigations. It is my research. I'm not calling out Ghana, okay? Particularly romance and business email scams. So, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, also known as EOCO, has been under pressure for a very long time, to try and clean up Ghana's image on the global stage. At least Ghana authorities are trying to clean up Ghana. What are our Nigerian ones doing? I'm not comparing, Anyway, Dada Joe's case is part of a broader crackdown involving multiple suspects both in Ghana and abroad. The question now is, how many others like him are still out there? How many? 10, 20, 100? So, social media versus reality. Let's educate ourselves. Online, some were shocked, others weren't. Fake life. Someone called it 419 dressed in Gucci. But underneath the memes and the hot takes is a deeper truth. Many of us have no idea how some influencers actually make their money. You see them driving latest cars, buying brand new houses. How are they actually making their money? And for every Dada Joe that has been caught, there may be 10 more living the lie, living the local, or live the fake it till you make it. So what comes next? Now in US custody, Dada Joe is expected to face a series of hearings. He has not yet entered a plea, and under US law, he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. If convicted, he could spend decades in an American prison. He's going to even enjoy it. American prisons, not like African prisons. But this case is far from over. Investigators are now digging deeper. Dig deeper, daddy. Deeper. Looking at financial trails, digital evidence, and possibly more suspects. Let Dada Joe's story be a warning. Not everything that glitters is actually gold. Not everything that glitters online is gold. And sometimes the biggest scams hide behind the brightest filters. So let me give you guys advice and tips on how to stay safe, because I will always say this, okay? For online users, especially elderly and vulnerable people, tip number 1 is this: be skeptical of online romance. If someone you've never met in person begins professing love quickly, proceed with caution, okay? Real love doesn't rush, especially not over WhatsApp or on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. No. Tip number 2: never send money to someone you haven't met. No matter how convincing the story is, either stuck at customs or need money to claim an inheritance or emergency medical bills, don't send money to people you only know online and within a short period. Do not do it, okay? Tip number 3: talk to someone you trust. Romance scam victims often feel isolated, which lead them to doing what they are doing online anyway. Tell a family member or trusted friend before making any financial decisions with online contacts, okay? Please speak to your loved ones. Tip number 4: reverse image search their photos. Use tools like Google image search to see if their pictures or photos or profile appear anywhere else. Many scammers often use stolen photos from models or real professionals, so stay alert, stay skeptical, and above all, stay safe. Number 2 tip is this: for young people and social media influencers. Number 1 tip is this: don't be fooled by fake life online. Lavish cars, designer clothes, exotic trips, beautiful houses. It's easy to assume someone is successful, but remember, fraud often hides behind filters. Tip number 6: fast money has a fast end. If your wealth depends on cheating others, especially the vulnerable people, the law will definitely catch up with you. Dada Joe, this Dada Joe remix, lived a very large life for years, but it all came crashing down now. Other tip is this: build legitimately, even if it is slower. Real success takes time. Learn digital skills, start small businesses, or pursue remote jobs. Integrity outlasts shortcuts. Are you feeling me? For African in diasporas and the global community, 1, protect the reputation of your homeland, as if that don't even means anything to anybody. Crimes like this reinforce stereotypes, okay? As Nigerians, Ghanaians, and other Africans abroad, we must hold ourselves and others accountable to avoid casting our nations in a negative light. Look at what immigration is doing in the UK now. Other tip is this: be wary of get rich quick circles. If someone in your network flaunts wealth with no visible income source, ask them questions, okay? Fraud networks often pull in friends and relatives before authorities can actually intervene. And now the next tip is this: general cybersecurity and legal awareness. How can you stay safe? Report suspicious activity. If you suspect someone is running a scam, no, you are not telling against them, but you've been contacted by a suspicious person. You want to report them now. Report them to your local law enforcement or online fraud hotlines, like, with the FBI, they call it IC3 or Ghana's EOCO. You are not snitching, you're just saving people from their hard-earned money. Okay, know the penalties. Okay, wire fraud, money laundering, and online romance scams are serious federal crimes. If you can't do the time, don't commit the crime. Carrying up to 10 to 20 years in prison. A flashy lifestyle is not worth your freedom. Another tip is this: stay educated on cybercrime trends. Scammers are evolving every day. Stay up to date with online safety blogs, YouTube awareness videos like this one you are watching, and legal news. So, on a final reflection, not all that glitters is gold. Just because someone has followers and flaunt wealth, flaunt the Range Rover, flaunt the jewelry, doesn't mean they are legitimate. In an age of digital deception, critical thinking is your greatest asset. Are you feeling me? If you wish me to, uncover more fraud cases like this, more videos like this of scams, fraud, people who are being caught, please subscribe now. This channel is your source for sharing the stories that you will not find on other platforms. I thought I will bring them and come and shame them for you. This narrative extends beyond the arrest of a single individual. It encompasses the pervasive nature of deception and its potential to devastate lives across the continent. It sheds light on the cracks within our legal, digital, and emotional systems that enable such scams to flourish. What do you think? Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Regardless of guilt or innocence, this case will set a precedent for how international fraud is addressed between Africa and the West. I will be closely monitoring this situation if we hear any more, and for you to receive further updates as they unfold in regards to this news or any other fraudulent cases that has been reported, ensure that you click on the notification bell and follow me on all of my social media handles. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on TikTok, you can find me on Facebook. And with that being said, if you've watched this video till now and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, do not hesitate to like, comment, share, join my membership, and I hope to see you in another video of exposing all the scammers and fraudulent people. See you next. Bye.